Okay, be honest with me for a second. What if I told you there's one thing you do almost every day, something lots of people think is totally fine, maybe even healthy, that's secretly sucking your energy dry, killing your confidence, and keeping you stuck exactly where you are? Seriously, that feeling of being totally wiped out, that lack of motivation, that sense of being trapped in a loop you just can't seem to break? Yeah, this sneaky little habit is a big part of why you feel like that. But what if the key to rock-solid self-control, to feeling like a truly strong, capable guy, has been hiding right under your nose this whole time? Stick with me, because after this, you'll never see this everyday habit the same way again. We need to talk about something nobody likes bringing up, but almost everyone deals with. Some folks shrug and say, it's normal, or it's harmless, maybe even, it's good for you. But have you ever really stopped and asked yourself, is it really harmless? What if I told you this supposedly no big deal habit is actually doing way more damage than you realize? The ancient Stoics, some of the smartest, toughest minds in history, they knew something our modern world tries really hard to forget. They understood the real power of discipline. They saw the hidden cost of chasing constant pleasure, and they knew the secret sauce for true self-mastery. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on what they knew, so you can finally break free, grab your power back, and actually transform your life. Sound good? So, why is this habit wrecking you? Let's be real. You know that feeling, that little voice of guilt right after you do it, that slump in motivation, that weird emptiness, like something important just leaked out of you. Why does that happen? Science has the answer. Every single time you give in to this habit, your brain gets hit with a massive wave of dopamine. That's your pleasure chemical. Sounds awesome, right? Wrong. Because the more you chase that quick hit, the more your brain gets hooked on easy pleasure. It's like junk food for your mind. And just like any addiction, the side effects creep in. You feel drained, weak, totally unmotivated. Your drive to crush your real goals, it fizzles out. Why? Because your brain already got its reward without you actually doing anything worthwhile. You tricked it with cheap candy instead of a real meal. The Stoics figured this out way before scientists had labs. They warned constantly about overdoing it and the danger of letting your basic urges boss you around. But what exactly did these ancient guys say? And how can you use their old school wisdom to bust out of this trap? The Stoic wisdom. Don't get played by pleasure. Seneca, one of the heavyweight Stoic philosophers, dropped this truth bomb. No man is free who is a slave to his body. Boom. That's exactly what happens when pleasure calls the shots. Every time you cave to this habit, you're training yourself to be weak. You're whispering, I need this, when actually, it needs you. It's running the show. Then there's Marcus Aurelius. Yeah, the actual emperor of Rome. His motto, master your desires. Don't let them master you. He knew a guy who can't control himself will never be truly free. The harder you chase that instant pleasure buzz, the further you get from feeling genuinely fulfilled. It's like running away from the finish line. Here's the kicker though. Every single legend in history, warriors, emperors, genius inventors, they all shared one secret weapon. They controlled their desires. They didn't let their urges yank their chain. And because of that, they built empires, invented crazy stuff, changed the world. Meanwhile, everyone else, stuck taking orders from their own impulses. Kinda pathetic, right? The solution, how to break free and get your power back. Alright, so how do you escape? How do you grab the steering wheel back and ditch a habit that's been holding you down like an anchor? The Stoics gave us 3 golden keys: self-discipline, purpose, and redirecting your energy. 1. Self-discipline, your ticket to freedom. Epictetus, another Stoic rock star, said, no man is truly free who is not master of himself. That's ground zero. The moment you decide, nope, my urges aren't the boss of me anymore, is the moment you start taking your power back. But hold up. Self-discipline isn't about becoming a miserable monk who denies himself everything fun. Nope, it's about choosing what's actually valuable for you over what's just easy and feels good right now. Every single time you resist that urge, it's like doing a push-up for your brain. You get mentally tougher, and slowly, those urges lose their grip. They stop being your drill sergeant. 2. Find your purpose. Swap the habit for something awesome. The Stoics were big on this. A life without a real purpose. Basically, a wasted life. That's why so many guys struggle with this habit. They're bored. They don't have something big again meaningful to pour their energy into. Think about it. If your mind is totally fired up about building your business, mastering guitar, getting ripped, or just crushing your goals, do you really have spare brain space or time for pointless indulgence? The trick is simple. Swap the dead-end habit for something that gives you a real, lasting sense of accomplishment. Trade the cheap thrill for genuine pride. 3. Redirect that rocket fuel. Use your energy wisely. Ancient warriors, artists, deep thinkers, they all knew a secret most guys today totally miss. They understood that the energy tied up in this habit, it's like rocket fuel inside you. When you waste it on a quick, meaningless blast, yeah, your potential goes poof with it. But when you redirect that energy, when you channel it into something productive, your work, your creativity, your fitness, your big plans, it transforms into pure, unstoppable drive. Take Nikola Tesla, genius inventor, stayed single his whole life. Why? Because he got it. He knew redirecting that energy let him focus like a laser and achieve stuff nobody else could even imagine. That's straight up Stoic thinking. Don't burn your fuel on a temporary campfire. Use it to launch your rocket. The awesome part. What happens when you quit? Okay, picture this. Waking up feeling bulletproof. Zero guilt. No dragging yourself through the day. Just pure, focused energy ready to go. Imagine feeling more motivated, sharper, and more in control of your own life than you have in years. That's the payoff when you break free. Science backs it. Your natural drive increases. Your mind gets clearer. Your ambition shoots through the roof. And most importantly, you become the master of your own mind again. This is what the Stoics meant by true freedom. It's not just about stopping a habit. It's about unlocking the strong, capable guy you're meant to be. The final question. So, what's it gonna be? Are you going to stay stuck in that draining cycle? Or are you going to step up and take control? Will you keep letting this empty habit steal your best energy and potential? Or will you rise above it? The choice is literally yours. But remember this, not one single truly great man in history let his desires run his life. The guys who changed things, they mastered themselves first. If you're ready to break free, grab your power back and start living with that Stoic strength. Hit that subscribe button. We've got more content like this coming. Your journey to being the guy in charge, it starts right here, right now.